All right, so just a quick video on the 6th gen Camaro seat recline mod. It's really simple. I was able to complete it in probably 30 minutes. I meant to make a video actually doing it, but I started to prep the area and get everything ready and ended up knocking it out so quick before leaving to pick up the kids from school. So I didn't make the video. So I'm gonna go back now and kind of maybe make an update, and I might still make a video like showing how to do it. But the reason for this video is a lot of times in the videos they don't show you what's needed, or they don't like really explain how simple it can be, so you might have some doubt. Or they don't like list all the tools that you might need, so then you're like stuck without something or you're improvising. So just a quick list of what I would get. It's all here. Of course, safety, so some gloves, some safety glasses. You might want to pick up some kind of like blanket. I used some old floor mats I had around to cover the seat, as when you were grinding you will get sparks, so you want to just cover up the area, make sure you don't catch anything on fire. I did see a couple of videos where people, I guess, had some issue and maybe caught some foam on fire or something, so just a safety precaution. Then of course a breaker bar, a T50 star bit. I also have some more star bits here. You're going to need a T20 as well. That's going to be to remove the plastics or the plastic surrounding the bottom of the chair. 10 millimeter to disconnect the battery cable. Some sort of trim tool. A angle grinder. I will say I used a 4.5 inch. Kind of a tight space. I would probably look to see if you can find something smaller, or if you have something smaller. Next, I use this old piece of screwdriver. I should have a punch. I keep forgetting to buy a punch, but I just use that as a punch. Hammer, big file, and a telescopic magnet, and that's just to remove the stopper. So this is what I would have. And of course I'll get to the video and just get to the rest in just a second. So when attempting the seat recline mod, the first thing you're going to want to do is let your seat up. So you're going to let your seat up, and then you're going to scoot it, then you're going to shift it all the way to the front. Once you shift it all the way to the front like this, you'll of course see the T50 T50s that you'll be removing. So you're going to go ahead and get your T50 out and go ahead and remove those two, just those two. Really. All right, so now we're going to head over back to the trunk area, and we're going to remove the access panel, and we're going to use a 10 millimeter to go ahead and loosen the nut there, and remove the negative battery cable. All right. All right, so now we can return our attention to under the seat, where we have the connector. The red connector will slide back, and then you will pull on the black handle. That black handle will release, and you will be able to eject the entire connector. Let's go ahead and do that now. So that's going to look like this, and then you're going to pull it up like that and pull it out. Okay, really simple. Okay, and the reverse, to put it back on, you'll put it back in, you'll push the handle down, and then the red clip will go over. Okay, so once you've done that, you are now ready to remove the seat. So to remove the seat, what you're going to do, the easiest way I found, is after removing the bolts and removing the connector, you will pull the seat back by the base. You can pull the seat back by the base, so you'll grab it somewhere here on both sides, like something like that. You'll grab here and pull it back this way. Pull it back and lean the top half forward. If you do that, There's like some little slots that the seat fits in the front, and so that'll allow you to tilt the seat up and out of those slots. You can then pull the seat back a little bit more and it'll be free and clear to remove. Now there's different ways you can remove it. Some people will lean the headrest of the chair toward the center of the car, lift up the bottom, and then pull it out. I found the easiest way to do it, once you have released the chair and pulled it out of the slots, just lean it back. Just lean it directly back. Put the headrest of the seat, give me just a second, I don't have a stand, so let me kind of show you what I mean. Let's see if we can do it like, so you're gonna lift the seat, and then if you kind of wiggle it back like this, okay? And now that you've done that, you can then just lean the seat back. If you see what I mean, you can just lean it back. And if you go ahead and lean it all the way back like this into the rear seat, you'll be able to just swing out the bottom out of the car. So now you have your seat out of the car. You will remove these two clips here. Those are attached like that. You'll just pull down, let up. That's gonna flip the panel up on the back of the seat so you can access the T20 here. Okay, so let's do that next. So now you've accessed the underside or the side, and next you are going to just remove this clip here. It's on the underside. See if I can get a pic of it. It goes in right there. This thing you're going to remove. Same like the other thing, you're just going to pull the clip down, and that's so you can roll up the side of your seat. So by now you should have removed this, and that allows you to pull that up there, and so now you can start to access the mechanism for the seat. Now this is pretty simple. You'll want to just pull the bolster up. Unfortunately I don't have two hands free, so I'll be stopping for a second here, but you're going to want to access this, and on this underside here is where you will find the area that you need to grind. So give me just a moment. So now, as you can see, this is the area where you'll grind. It's just a little up from the fold part of the seat, and you'll see on yours it'll be welded there. You'll see some spot welding done there to conceal this, but it's basically 12 o'clock to this point. Okay, what you're going to want to do, because it's really tight here, you're going to want to take something like the trim tool, and you're going to want to slide it under there, wiggle that, and wiggle this up so that you can move this. I then move this to the other side and used a clip or clamp. Excuse me, I jimmied it. I used another Allen key to kind of hold it out of the way. It's going to be really tight here in this area when you're grinding, so you want to make sure you cover up everything, get things out of the way, and if you can find something that has enough power that's small enough, I don't know if like a Dremel or something would work. I used a 4.5 inch disc. It was really tight here. It's possible, but I would use something smaller if you can find something. But like I said, so then what you're gonna do is you're just literally gonna drill. So right here, there'll be a little weld across it. Excuse me, not drill. There's a weld across it, so you're gonna want to just grind that weld down. And when you get to a point, you can kind of see a little area where you see where that is going to be where the stop is. So what I did at that point is I actually took my little punch tool and a hammer, and I just kind of hit it and made an indentation, right? And then I was going to use the telescopic magnet to try and get it out. But what I kind of discovered, and I'll try it when I do the other side, is if you have a thin enough file, it actually can slide in between here, right? Like this. And so if you can get that file in there, I'm not sure if you can just like maybe take a file hard enough or something hard enough, slide it in there, hit it, and then you'll break the thing from the underside. You can probably just drill it out too. Like I said, I hit it with the punch, and once I hit it with the punch, I slid this in from like the top side, and then kind of hit it again, and I saw where it cracked around the sides, and I was like, oh, okay, cool, I'm good. And then I hit it a couple more times, and then I heard it like fall loose. But the next time, honestly, I'm gonna try and go without the grinding and see if I can just put like this in and then just knock it out that way. But once you do that, the next step is the little stop will fall out, right? So let me show you the stop. All right, so once you've so that's it. Once you've knocked it out, you can shake it out, remove that, but that's what's holding you back from reclining your seat all the way. Super easy and easy mod, hack, whatever you want to call it. Probably 30-45 minutes at the most. I just came out to prep to do it and ended up doing it in the time. And so that's why I had to go back and make this video. But even still, I've done it twice and relatively, and it's not taking long at all. So that's what's holding you back. I will say though, once you actually get in the seat, get everything bolted down, it's not going to recline all the way. You have to actually put some like weight on it, like push back in the seat as if you're trying to like break it. And that's the best way I can describe it, as everyone else described it. Yes, you push back and kind of break it, and you feel it start to recline. I don't know if you're actually breaking it. I don't think so. I hope not, but I think it's just more as the seat hadn't been in that position, and so it's kind of like clearancing that way to get into that that position. But other than that, it's done. Really quick, easy job. Reverse everything, and you're done. So now we got the seat install is done. As you can see, it's pretty much in the back seat now. Excuse my neighbor. But seat is in, and if you have a Camaro and you've been debating on if you should do it, you should definitely do it. Pretty easy install.